What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? The FBI said that the remains found at the scene of a Christmas Day explosion matched that of 63-year-old Anthony Warner. Early Sunday, authorities officially named him as a person of interest in the case, one day after searching his home in Antioch, Tennessee. Now, it is quite interesting that Donald Trump, your president, had not said anything about this explosion, hadn't mentioned this dude at all. Why is that so interesting? Well, I mean, he's the law and order president. But besides being the law and order president, he's the president. This explosion on Christmas Day was the biggest event in the United States, period. And he had no comment. I wonder why. No, I don't. It's because he was white, period. Period. Point blank, period. If he had been any color other than white, that sucker would have, he would still be tweeting. This dude did not say anything because he believes that, I'm almost certain that he believes, that this dude, Anthony Warner, is a Trump supporter. In fact, if I was just to take a wild guess, white man that's don't want to follow the rules, that hate everybody, want to kill everything, want to destroy democracy, can't get along with civilized folks, he's probably a Trump supporter. Yeah. This dude pretty much obliterated building after building after building after building. Injured 3 people, including a police officer. He pretty much destroyed downtown Nashville. And nobody's calling him a terrorist. See, this is why we say it's bigger than Trump. Oh yeah, this is bigger than Trump. This is systemic. This is what mainstream media does. Had it been anybody else, oh, it's an act of terrorism. But this white guy, we got to protect him, see, because, this white violence is a different kind of violence. White violence ain't as violent. White violence often gets a pass. White violence, there has to be an excuse. There has to be something that happened to the person who committed the crime, something very, very sad in their childhood. Maybe they fell on hard times and they lost their job, or they just felt like the world was passing them by. They had a mental problem. It's something happened. Could not just be that they're just fundamentally a bad person. Had to be something. So that violence that's cute violence. That kind of violence ain't that big of a deal. Even though you're hoarding explosives. Do you know how much explosives he had to have in order to basically fortify a mobile bomb? It's basically the demand that he used. It was just loaded with explosives. And he was able to just ride on through downtown unimpeded. A black man can't even walk in the flea market without being followed. This is how they do. This is why most cops get shot by white males. Because they don't just tend to see them as a threat. And even when they are a threat, when they become a threat and they do something particularly egregious, it's kind of swept under the rug, and it's like, they gloss over it, and they turn it into a made-for-television movie or something, and they want to get inside of his mind and call him a mastermind. And, it was something traumatic that happened to him. What created him? Instead of just, throw that motherfucker in jail, lock him up, and throw away the key. You're just plain evil, plain uncivilized. Meanwhile, they out here slaughtering black folks for sitting in their vehicle reading books. They said that van had been parked in Nashville since Thursday. You mean to tell me there wasn't one cop who thought to knock on the window? Hey, buddy, everything all right in there? Maybe they didn't see him in the front seat. Maybe they saw the van and they could have just ran the place because it looked out of place, It's been there a while. Cops are always downtown, so aren't they supposed to pick up on things like that? That's where that defund the police come in again at. If you're not gonna do your job, what are you being paid for? Fam, I told y'all they was gonna figure it out pretty fast, didn't I? Now, of course, they got this one handed right to him because the dude died in the explosion. They said the reason why they know it's him because DNA test matched his DNA. So the guy was already a person of interest before they found his remains. They discovered the remains. So that's what it is. In any event, welcome to America, where everything ain't equal and everything ain't fair. And diplomacy is a fleeting concept. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?